All right. So I guess where I'm at today, still feel like my mic's a little bit loud, which it probably is. I don't know. I moved my computer into obviously what is a different room now. Just have a computer in my room so I can still do streams there. I don't know how it's gonna put up. It's for like a mini type workstation. It'll work. You know, I'm trying to keep a computer in my room, but I figured like the whole three screen setup doesn't need to be in my room, especially to break some bad habits like just sitting there gaming, because you could just like roll over and just like go to sleep or not. I mean, but just wanted to play this for a second.
And on the beaches we are all bunny jumping.
Little cat's here. She said she's always wanting to get on the desk in the other room, so this desk is like way bigger. I mean, it's like 3 feet wider than my last desk, or I guess longer. So I just put her over there, and now she's like, yeah, I got a spot to hang out. So now she can hang out with us. But I wanted to do a little bit of a X scrolling today and like the fitness femboy deal, which I don't know, I'm starting to feel a little bit controversial about. And you know, there's a clip I seen, and I just want to like address this real quick. So first off, the clip that annoyed me, I'd probably have to go find it, but some people have probably already seen it. It's where they're like, oh, is femboy a gender? It's like, well, who is doing this? Who is doing this? It's like saying, candy. We know it's always been a special treat, but could it technically be a dessert? Could it technically be food? Regular food, a full course meal. It's like, go away. You know that is nonsense. Go away. Which I mean, if you want to say it's food, cool, or whatever, to each their own, whatever you want to do. But they're like, no, femboy, if you're gonna be a femboy, you have to go by what's mainstream and the norms that are what are defined as femboy. And I'm like, okay. First of all, who decides that? Does somebody pop up and they go, your little fox ears, backwards, cat ears, dog ears, whatever you want to call them, fox ears. You wear those, you are now a furry. If you want to be a femboy, all femboys must mandatorily wear bunny ears. Who is saying this? Oh, no, no, no. It's what's popular between the femboy groups. And it's like, okay. So if I put these on when they're not popular, I'm not a femboy until everybody else does it who is technically now not a femboy. They're all femboys now? I mean, I know I'm kind of being arbitrary with this, but like, no, that's not how. It's not like this new thing where people are like, oh, femboy, they all have to have like the blow high, they all have to have thigh highs, they all have to. Are you like, and they all have to have mini skirts? Are you like addressing and putting out like the trans Amazon starter pack, or are you putting out the femboy Amazon starter pack? Because I know there's a lot of overlap between the communities. It's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's kind of like what they're addressing it into. And as far as I know, like most people in like the trans community they're cool and all. Um, they'll tell you straightforward that like just because you don't fit into these boxes doesn't mean you are whatever you're trying to pursue, which is cool, you know, do your thing. But just like the people who try to drag femboys into the side of, oh, well, they're all gay. It's like, who told you that? Well, look, they all cross dress. Okay. So what's the issue? Well, then they're gay. I don't understand how the choice of clothing determines my sexuality. Oh, bro, your shoes. Oh, okay. So damn, you like eating jalapenos on your ice cream, huh? What would make you say that? Well, your shoes. See how it makes no sense? I mean, I know again that's a poor example, but that doesn't make any sense. I'm just saying from my standpoint. So it's like the thing with the femboy group and everything everyone says, or not everyone, but you know there's people who are out there and they're like, oh well, they're just slowly moving into being trans, and it's like, I mean, yes, they say some cultures were like that, and it's always been a mix of both, but it's like no, 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 no. When I was on the hunt to figure out like who I am, who I can relate with, so I can find communities of people to talk to, it was like, what am I? What is this? I like X, Y, and Z. What is this for me? And I've had this question for years because I've always like stuck out. And then like you run in and hear somebody listening to Nightcore and you're just like, I wonder, hey, do you like X, Y, and Z too? It's like, oh, dang, I thought it was just me. And then, you know, again, there's a lot of overlapping communities, but it's like, you solidly fit into the box of femboy. Are they all gay? Well, no, technically, no. Like that doesn't even relate to what it is. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Okay, do you do this, this, and this? Yes. Do you prefer this? Yes. Okay, well, then generally you fit like the baseline of femboy, which for most people should understand is kind of like the inversion of tomboy. No, it's not the exact same. Everybody has their opinion and view of what these things are, but all in all, I mean, it's basically what it is. Just a guy who's like feminine. It's like, oh, Metro. It's like, yes, kind of, but not really. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. People go, oh, well, they do feminine things. Oh, then define feminine, because whatever's popular with women. It's like, I don't know. We would have to say softer traits than what is going on in the average realm of society. Does that make more sense? You know, if it was all warrior class and women were warriors and men were warriors, then you would say like, oh, that's not a very feminine woman over there. Look, she's a warrior. It's like, no, but everyone's a warrior. Oh, well, the guy over there is cooking, so he's obviously not, the alpha. And it's like, oh, no, actually, only the alphas are allowed to cook. It's like, so yeah, I get it. There's like these norms, but I guess it would be whatever's going on in society at the time, which in our society, it's, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I should really check to make sure I'm streaming. Okay, yeah. Going on in society at the time, which in our society, it's, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so yeah, definitely streaming. I would hate to already be like this deep in and then nothing's going on. Okay, but anyway, I wasn't trying to do all this late, but again, moving the setup, a lot of things changed, and I forgot some of my settings, and there was a lot of issues. But yeah, a few small things I do want to talk about. Not really politics, but some stuff that's been going on politically related-ish. I don't know if it would really count. Aliens, I think that'd be kind of cool. So we'll talk about that. The other thing is like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like how things societally are going on. Everyone's like, oh, everyone's trapped indoors. I don't think so. But anyway, I'm gonna start with this makeup. That's bright. White light zombified. But yes, I decided to break out again, and it kind of sucks. But some of the clothes, like, dude, I got so many clothes I gotta go through, but I'm getting through a lot of them. And found this, like, Old Navy freaking crop top. I was like, oh yeah, let's go. And what's crazy, and I mean, this might be like, this might be like just my opinion, but I know you see a thing like all men shouldn't be afraid to wear crop tops and skirts and mini skirts. And it's like mini skirts, okay, I get it. I get it. I get why all men shouldn't fear it, but you know, it's one of those things. But crop tops, I feel like that should just be like a neutral freaking piece of clothing, kind of like a tank top. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. Because I don't know, I feel like crop tops would fit both, regardless. I really don't see like a gender line there. So I mean that I kind of don't get. Well, I don't know. I'm the same person who feels like guys should be okay to wear shorts like this, and they're fine. But I don't know. Maybe it's not what the '70s or the '80s or whatever you want to call that where they did this. The femboys of back in yesterday or older time, whatever you want to call it. Back when, you know, Grandpa was listening to the Beatles while fighting the Romans. I don't know. So I have like so much stuff I have to do. And I know I say that a lot and I'm always busy and I'm like never streaming or doing anything I'm supposed to. I'm not really supposed to go on today. Priorities, guys, priorities. Like, but I need to do like home chores and stuff. Nothing too dramatic, just like seasonal stuff, like making sure the grass doesn't grow into my driveway. I didn't realize like it grew like 6 inches in on each side, and I hadn't noticed. It was just like slowly creeping and like weed eated the hell out of it. And I'm like, oh cool, I got a wide driveway again. But yeah, I've been putting off like little things like, oh, I'll do this and I'll move this here and I'll do this and I'll move this here and I'll get that later and this later, and eventually it all piles up and there's like stuff everywhere. Like I got tools right here, but I got like tools all over the house because I'm doing different things with different stuff, and it's like cool. I didn't realize I own so many tools. Not cool because they're everywhere. I just realized I own like 6 measuring tapes. Not even like the little ones, like full on measuring tapes. This is like one of my favorite ones because even though I don't really care for the brand, it's like done me the best over time. Like it's dying, obviously, but it's been through like a beating. So I think if I buy another one, I would buy this. Oddly. And if you know anything about measuring tapes, don't leave them in the rain because they're just pretty much destroyed after that. Actually 7 because I found a small one actually in the backyard yesterday, which was weird. I don't know. I felt like my cat moves tools. I got so many screwdrivers, wrenches, just and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that old rusty toolbox." No, they're like all clean. They're just I just didn't realize over time how many tools I have. Yeah, let's get started with this makeup because I don't know if it's me, my screen, my camera itself. I don't know, but I feel like maybe it's lighting. I look dead. I look zombified in the camera, but like in person on my mirror, it's like normal. I know that sounds delusional, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, if anybody's got some tips, like I look like a dead zombie on the screen. What's crazy is because like on my main screen, it looks like okay, yeah, it's terrible. But then over here, like on this other screen, inside, like preview screen for like monitoring the chat, monitoring the stream. It's like, oh, okay, it looks halfway decent, but like in the mirror, it's like, oh yeah, you look great. Why are you worried? But all everyone else sees is like death on the screen. So I don't know. And then where I feel like it looks better is over here, like on this on my cheaper screen. It's an Asus screen, but I mean, the other two I got are LG. But it's like a little bit of a confidence kill, or I guess like a mood kill, because like, dude, I don't know. Maybe there's something about like maybe it is screen ratio too. It's like I feel like everything's like semi like wider body wise on here. I don't know. I could be wrong. But the lighting is dramatically different. I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to gauge these things. I tried getting like the NVIDIA like broadcast that, but for some reason like it's having error issues. I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I don't know why it seems like on this screen over here it's like it looks not dramatically better, but better. Like I'd rather have that hands down than it's over here on this screen. The mirror is just like just feel like I'm looking at two different people. So like the contrast, maybe that's it too. Maybe I do gotta fix the contrast because it's like heavy shadows, man. And then like I guess like the screen's picking up a white light super heavy. I don't know. Maybe there's some editing I should go look into and figure it out. It's like a way worse on the screen. Anyway, I'm out here getting distracted. I need to do this. But yeah, so I've been kind of like thinking about like all this like I've been thinking about like all this stuff coming out with the government and what they're doing. And I've heard other streamers or whatever you want to call them, content creators, talk a little bit about it. Like, oh my God, my mom's finally coming to talk to me like about what's going on with the Epstein files and whatnot. And it's like, oh yeah, what about them? It's like, oh, did you hear on the news? It's like, oh wow, they're actually giving you all the crazy stuff. Okay, but it's like it's weird. It's like there used to be like these little niche groups of conspiracy theorist people, and now it's like everyone, everywhere, all the time getting the same content. And honestly, I don't think it's that everybody's now catching on to consuming the same media, which I think that what's being intended is that they want people to think, oh yes, you finally found the Holy Grail. Y'all are all seeing what's truly going on. Like, no, I think like these people who control all of these organizations and broadcast media and what you want to call it, I think they've gotten smart and they're like, shh, hey, I bought this, yeah, shh, hey, I bought that, yeah. Okay, well, all these guys are always going off on these little niche rants and trying to keep up with what's popular super hard. It's like, yeah, I mean, you hear about like Hollywood and stuff dying, so it's like, just like think about this. You're like, hey, look, let's just buy up all this small stuff, pay these people over here to promote certain things that are somewhat popular currently. You know, they're not just like being arbitrary completely. And it's like, okay, now we'll scatter that across all the platforms and we'll have it be popular so everyone can relate, further raising the popularity, bringing more eyeballs, more ad revenue, more money, more monetization, more merchandise, longer, more longevity and relationship between groups and, you know, other cultures to do things. It's like, oh, that's smart. They'll all fight about the same thing, they'll all talk about the same thing, and they'll all enjoy the same thing for the most part. Like for Pinboy's exam, as an example. People are like, oh yeah, you know, they're a part of what? 2020? I don't, well, yeah, 2020, you didn't really hear people going like, oh, Pinboy this, Pinboy that, Pinboy this, Pinboy that. Everyone's like, oh, everybody's getting on the bandwagon. It's like, no, they've always been there. They've always been around. They've always had these communities. They just weren't in the spotlight. But everyone's like, hey, we gotta keep adding something new. It's like, let's pull this niche community in. Boom, let's pull that niche community in. Boom, let's call this one in. And I guess there was supposed to be like some sort of a dumpster fire when furries came along, and we were like, yeah, look at this weird group. And everyone's like, yeah, those weird people. Hey, I'm gonna go buy a fursuit, bro. For the memes. For the memes. Not a real furry. I just got ears and a tail. It's not like a legitimately furry. It's not. And then like 2 years later, everyone's got fursuits. And yeah, there's still people out there that like, you know, that's not everyone, and that's true. But it's like these communities have become very well known, and it's more of like mainstream media is not really controlling the narrative, but it's like actually digesting and divulging the world around you into short little snippets and then feeding it to you so you can become more familiar with the entire world. Creating one nice big one world community, right? Hate the same thing and love the same thing. Find the same things controversial or embarrassing or awkward to talk about. And have these new ideologies popping up in society that we can all talk about or ponder, think about. You know, I mean, I'm not too bright, but that's just like my opinion. I'm not saying this is how things are actually being done, but it does make you wonder, right? Like, oh, why would they do this? Like, look, I'm just saying, if I was an entertainer and I had a whole broadcast, I don't want any competition, and if I bring the other guys in to help me, and like, I'm not gonna run it by myself. I'm like, hey, yo, we're all getting a cut. We're all getting a cut. It's just my idea, so I want a little bit on the top.